What's up, Wolf Empire and family, my extended family? We reaching out now. We're in the growth phase now. So I'm looking for people that's looking for me. I'm looking for people that are life learners. I'm looking for people that are committed to learning how to really trade the stock market. I'm looking for people that are tired of losing. I'm looking for people that are tired of not understanding why price action has behaved the way it's behaved. I'm looking for people that's chasing momentum candles and wondering why they got trapped and lost money. I'm looking for people that have been doing well, but they don't understand how to be consistent with it. So if you're looking for me and you're looking for those type of questions to be answered, then I'm looking for you as well. What I'm not looking for, calls or puts on Tesla. People that just ask that question. I'm not looking for people that's just only looking for, a call out and things like that. In the Wolf Empire, I'm a leader and I'm training people to be leaders. I'm training people to become technical analysts. I'm training people that really want to be consistent and use this vehicle called the stock market to change their life. If you want to learn a skill that you can also teach to your kids while they're young, they can put food on the table for them, put income in their pocket, then you're in the right place. You're on the right video. So make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Today, I'm going to show you guys a technique that I created. I invented this technique to dominate trading stocks at all time highs. I know your favorite YouTuber has told you if anybody tell you they know where something's going at all time highs, it's a scam, right? But the way I develop things, I develop what needs to be made. I develop things and pave my own lane using my skill set. I've been trading for 16 years now, and I just like to figure out what hadn't been figured out. So today I'm going to teach you a technique um, that can show you how to trade at all time highs and put you in position to trade very comfortably when something is at all time high. Now, the first thing you're going to need is Trading View. So I'll put a link to the Trading View, my affiliate link for the Trading View inside the description below. Um, they just give us these affiliate links. I don't get a lot of action off of it, to be honest with you. But if you're going to sign up for Trading View, just use the link below if you choose to. All right, hold on for a second. 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. So I'm going to show you guys a technique that I invented, and it's been working out like really, really accurate. I mean, like scary accurate. So what you want to do first is, of course, get TradingView. You can use a free account if you decide to pay for TradingView. That's fine as well. But what I'm saying, you can sign up for free on TradingView. All right, once you get on there, you can go to indicators. And when you get inside your indicators tab, all you guys simply do is type in fib. Okay. And you want to click on this one that says auto fib extension. Okay. Now, once you put this on your chart, you're going to see the fib extension tool here. All right. Now, what did I invent with this? So I invented a multi-time frame fib map. So this is called the Shon the Wolf fib technique. Shon the Wolf fib technique is what I'm naming it right now in front of you guys. What you want to do first is go if the stock has been in the stock market for a while. I like to start off at the 3 month chart. So you start a 3 month chart, and all you're looking for is very simple. You just need, and so this crash I hadn't been out for that long. So I'm gonna go to the 1 month chart, and you're just looking for charts where the fib naturally extends up, okay, from a swing low, right? And so now over here on the left side of your trading view screen, you want to hit this arrow next to this drawing tool, And you just want to get the one that says horizontal line. It has a little circle in the middle with the lines extending on both sides. Okay. So you want to go capture this monthly fib level. So you want to capture this level right here, 506.89. And I like to, and so on my monthly, I changed the size of the line to 4, and I changed the color to purple on mine. And so I'm gonna capture this 441 level. I'm gonna capture this $700 level, basically 696, and I'm gonna capture this $1,000 level. Okay, I'm just capturing these levels for now, so that I don't have to go back and do a lot of rework. And now I'm gonna drop down to my 2-week time frame. Right, so we're going to the 2-week time frame now, and we're going to definitely these levels that lead to these bigger breakouts. So we capture this 622 level. And since I'm on my weekly time frame, I'm gonna drop the size down to I'm gonna keep this as 4 points. So since it's a 2-week, four, the size of 4, but I'm gonna change my color to this blue. And then I'm gonna grab the 575 fib level. And I'm gonna go right under it and grab the 538.61 fib level, and then I'm gonna stack so that I know this is important. This 512 level, no, what is that? Yeah, this 512.65 level. I'm gonna grab that. All right, so they put it around like 513, but that's fine. And I'm gonna grab this 758 level and this 978 level. So this is the 2-week levels. I'm gonna drop down to the 1-week, and you see it extends down. So I'm only gonna capture the 452 level as support. But since we're on the 1-week now, I'm gonna drop my size down to 2. So that I know that this thicker one is a 2-week, and this lighter, this thinner line is a 1-week level. Okay, so I put this level because if we ever pull back, this is going to be a great level to enter into a long position because we have monthly fib support and we have this weekly one stacked on top of each other. Right now, I'm going to drop down to my 3-day chart, and you see we get the extension up. And I'm going to grab this 471 level, and I'm going to flip the color to orange. And I'm going to change the size to just 3 so it can be a little bit thicker. We already captured the 538 level, but I'm going to put an orange line right above that level so we can know this has confluence. I'm going to grab the 647 level as well, okay? And then we're going to stack up this $700 level. I'm going to put another line right up under it. I'm gonna grab this line, the top of this range here. If it ever gets that high, at least we'd be already prepared, right? And then I'm gonna go to the last time frame. It's the 1 day, and it's looking like we got slight confluence at 513 again. Let me stretch this out some so we can see good. Yeah, so we got some confluence at 513. I'm gonna stack right on top of that. I'm gonna change the size of this line to 2 since it's on the 1-day chart. I'm gonna grab this line here at 536. I'm gonna grab 599 and just level right here. All right, so now we have our field map drawn out, and then so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock my drawings down. So when I lock my drawings down with this lock tool, now I can let me take these off. I just drew some more, but now I can grab my chart without my lines getting me accidentally picking up the line like that. That's why you keep them in place and you hit the lock tool so that prevents you from dragging your stuff around, right? And so instead of me having to label each line, I just did it by size. So I know my thick blue represents my 2-week. The thinner blue line represents the 1-week. My thicker orange line represents my 3-day. My thinner orange line represents the 1-day. And then you have your purple that represents the monthly time frame. So now if I take this off of my chart, I'm not going to be panicking at all, right? When CrowdStrike breaks to all-time, if they break to an all-time high, right? So we look over here now. The reason I chose them is because they're very close to breaking into an all-time high, right? So we look at their history. Once they break above this level right here, they're going to be an all-time high. So then I know already, boom, 574. They may eventually, they might pop up this level for a little bit. If they pull back down under it, they're going to kind of try to pull back. But once they start opening and closing daily candles above, roughly like 577, and they start holding this range, that means they're going to try to make that run up to like 600, right? So now, once any of that happens, my chart is going to already see where they're going. You can already see how it's respecting these fib levels on the lower, just from the past when I dropped these lower levels down. Look at this rejection. We fell down. Open and close above that level. We're pushing up. We're grabbing liquidity on it. We couldn't break back under it. If I zoom into these candles, price had a hard time trying to break back down it cleanly with an open and close candle, but we just using it as support. We flipped it. We came up to this fib level, rejected, and we popped above it, and we end up getting above it and pushing up now. So this is gonna come in handy a lot, because when you turn on your full wolf chart and we can see where they're buying and selling at on this stock, and we see even these rejections in between fib, we can see where their order blocks are now. And then with Wolf Levels Pro, we can see our traditional historical support and resistance lines as well with Confluence. And now, once this stock tries to break out to all-time highs, we don't have to panic about anything. In the same way I did the same exact technique to our SPY chart. As you guys know how accurate that was, it predicted all our levels to the penny on SPY. And so we knew exactly where to get out at. We knew exactly when it was going to hit a level and reject. And we knew exactly when it got to this, initially got to this 735 level, that it was going to have some issues. And look where it ended at. So this is a all-time high that we're at now. But look, my fib levels were already on here from when I did this a while back. And look where SPY ended up stopping at. Now this level, I didn't even come in here and look at this level, but look, we came right to this next fib map level that I did to show you guys this technique that I invented to predict where it's going to go to and where it would have issues at. Look at the wick. If we zoom in, look where it stopped at. It came literally straight to this level at 738 that we already had on this chart for how long? About going on 3 weeks now. It hit this level and it just stopped literally on a dime at that level, which lets me know that once SPY starts opening and closing, candles above 740, right? It can push up, and the next heavy resistance is going to be this monthly fib level at 761.14. And so we use that technique on them. We use the same technique on AMD, I believe, when we were trading it with Intel. Just a lot of different stocks. And when it gets into these big ranges, so you got to think about it. We had these levels on SPY before SPY even broke 700, right? If you don't believe me, let's go look at it in the Discord. I think I posted this one in the Discord. We can go check it out for a second. And this is one I did for Apple and NQ. But let's try to find the SPY one I did. Yeah, so here's a SPY. We did this when SPY's price. You see, there's not even any candles up here yet, right? And we did this fib map technique that I created. And you see how we hit 704, 710, and when we broke over and started holding 716, look how aggressive we pushed into 734, right? And so now if we go look at the chart of that same price action, you see how we pushed, and when we got above this 716 level, and you really need to kind of watch it from like the 2 hour or the 1 day to kind of see how impressive it was. You see how if we zoom into this and just look at the price action, it just worked out beautifully. This technique, we pushed up, we rejected at the weekly level to the penny. Look at this, to the penny, hit this level, hit it again. The retest was at 704, right? We pushed up again. We pushed up, break, retested the 709 level. But look what happened when we got to 716. We got the open and close candle above it, which means that we dominate this level. Break, retest, we just swept the liquidity down here just a little bit. And then we broke out again and ran straight to this level initially and rejected at 734. And now we're in between 738.19 and 735, but we will need the same thing that happened here. We need an open and close candle above that level, a pullback into 738.12 as support to flip that level. And you want to see buyers step in and like a wick come up and the buyers step in after we open and close, retest, and then push and break out. And then we're going to be trying to head up to this 670, the 761.14 level. So that's the Shon the Wolf fib technique. Um, any trader that needs to use this technique, just use it to your advantage. Uh, but just keep the name the same. That's all I ask. Just call it the Shon the Wolf fib technique. Since I'm giving y'all this gold mine. Anyway, with that, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get content like this that can put money in your pocket, upgrade your skill set. Uh, just until tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central, Mother's Day, I'm allowing people to have free access to my Discord, and the free access gives you access to the main chat channel, the small account channel, and also I have indicators and stuff that I do have some free indicators I give away to people that are looking to use the tools and learn my style of trading and things like that. But we I'm looking to train people into like true technical analysts. The Wolf Empire is just different. I promise you, you will if you stay in the Wolf Empire and learn for the next 90 days or so or more, you're going to learn more than what you could have learned probably in 2 years of just trying to study and be in other places. The ecosystem is top notch. The learning here is real. And the type of percentages and things that we use with the tools I'm giving the people under me are just second to none. Like we're normal to have 300, 100, all these different percent wins, 96, 800%. These type of wins are like on a weekly, on a weekly basis. How we trade in here and how I'm teaching you all how to look at uh how you approach trading and trading with institutional investors. Like my expertise is tracking smart money. So everything I do, everything about my confirmation system is to avoid trading against smart money and trading with the strongest uh people trading, right? And I know it's one thing for you to see the leader making 100%, 59%, things like that. However, this is not something that's exclusively to Shon the Wolf. I'm My goal is to duplicate this success between the traders in the Discord, and you just look at these guys. They're always representing. That's 100% win, 30% win, 200% win from Jay Wavy, 13%, 92%. These are from Friday yesterday. Friday's win. This person got 30%, 21, 50%. Um, people just in here making good percentage wins consistently. And so if you see these ain't even repeat names, you see a whole community of people dropping 100%, 60%, 40%, 100, almost 200% wins. Ms. Wolf, I guess she got her trade card in here, her weekly results, weekly trade card. Um, it got to be something in the water in the Wolf Empire, right? But it really ain't. And then like Anthony, I'm working with Anthony now. Anthony hit me up. He had 0-7 trades, but that's part of the learning process. Once you get in there, it's transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not going to be just dominating and all the time. However, you know what I'm saying? Like if you stick with it, you will grasp what we're doing, and especially if you're sticking with inside of the ecosystem. If you're building your trade plans out, if your risk management is on point, and you're following these trade plans, win, lose, or draw, at the end of the week, you know what I'm saying, you should end green. At the end of the month, you should end green. I do like the risk management on a lot of these trades. You're not giving away much, you know what I'm saying? He's not giving away large losses and things like that. And then you got this person got 140%. We got some wins and losses here. Consistent. I like that. 300% win on MU. And a lot of consistent wins. And what I like to see is people, cutting, at smaller losses. So the biggest thing when you're trading, you want your wins to be larger than your losses, and that's all I want you guys to do. Build trade plans out, and make sure that your wins are larger than your losses. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got risk management, you know what I'm saying, you're going to perform. And so with that, that's how you do that fib technique, Shon, the Wolf fib technique. And if you all have success with it, please make sure you reach back out, come back to this video repeatedly and leave comments. Let me know how that technique has worked out for you. And show somebody else, man. Reach one, teach another person what I'm teaching. At the end of the day, we just trying to dominate this market and trade smart and change our lives. And so anything I can to teach you, I'm not gonna gatekeep what I do or how I get my information. If I come over and invent something I feel like it's powerful and it works, I'm gonna tell the community about it. So you all can tell somebody about it and somebody else can tell somebody about it. So if you're interested in joining the Wolf Empire, just leave a comment in the description below. I'll personally send you the join link. That cutoff is for tomorrow though. So but if you're interested, just hit me up inside the comments. And if you use this technique and have some success, make sure you share this video with other traders so they can understand that it is possible to trade responsibly at all-time highs. I created a technique to do it that's safe for us. So make sure you all leverage it. All right. Peace out. And y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to the video so you can keep on getting more, more gems like this. A lot of people not teaching these type technique where they don't. I just invented it. So this this technique is golden. I promise I've been using it on everything at all-time highs and been killing it. All right.